I've found the perfect place for your winter weekend getaway. Just under a 2.5 hour train ride from Hertfordshire is the beautiful town of Harrogate. I'm taking my mum with me for a little girls' weekend, and we got to travel first class on LNER. This was my first experience. It was so much fun. It's so easy to travel the UK by train, and I just think it's a much more comfortable experience. This is my second time in the last 4 months where I've arrived in North Yorkshire to snow, but I'm not complaining. It honestly just made Harrogate look even more festive, and I love the architecture and the stone that they use in North Yorkshire. We wanted to stretch our legs after our train journey, so we headed to Valley Gardens. They were really beautiful. They even had a Japanese garden, and I think in summer it would be such a lovely place to come and chill. I've never seen so many benches in a park. It was amazing. After we worked up an appetite, we of course headed to the famous Betty's. This was the first Betty's in Harrogate to ever exist. This is your go-to spot for afternoon tea. This was my mum's first ever Betty's experience, and she loved it. After that, we spent the rest of the afternoon looking at the antique and vintage shops. There's so many there in Harrogate town centre to explore. For me, this next morning was the best part of the trip. We headed to the Harrogate Turkish baths, and I think this might be the sole reason that I end up returning back to Harrogate because it was unbelievable. I felt like I'd walked into a Wes Anderson set. The baths actually date back to the Victorian days, so it truly feels like you're stepping back in time, but it's just the perfect thing to do if you're looking for some relaxation and rejuvenation on a cold winter's day. You basically just keep rotating from the steam room to the cold plunge and then the heated chambers. I even had a cheeky treatment. This was honestly the perfect girls' weekend away. So relaxing. We then popped back on the train for a smooth journey home, but my love for North Yorkshire is definitely growing.